Jimena, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. So last time we met, you brought in some of your concerns about your eating and your binging and purging and using laxative as a way to control your weight. So I just wanted to touch base with you and see how you're doing since then.
Well, I guess it has been kind of the same, but this, I feel like before I wouldn't feel bad about it. Like I knew inside that it was bad, but it just, I just didn't care. But lately, it just, I feel like maybe I should be doing something different. It's hard to stop.
So since our last conversation, you started to have some different thoughts that maybe it's not something you want to be doing anymore. And so there's maybe some ideas of change coming in for you.
Mm. Yes. Like I tried maybe to not eat as much. That kind of worked a little bit. I tried to maybe just drink water instead of eating. That made me very irritated. So I'm trying different things, but it's so easy to go back to what I know.
So what you've normally done has usually worked for you. But now you've tried to change a little bit by not eating as much and drinking water, but those haven't worked as well for you as you wanted them to do.
Yeah, not at all. I don't know. Like I wish we could just you know like from one day to the other, just do something so I could stop doing it. It's just and part of me really wants it, and then the other part of me is just like, I mean, it's working right now, so why would we stop? It's just, I just feel like it's gonna be such a hard road in order for me to actually change.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a bind deciding what you should do, which way to go. Okay. Well, if it's okay with you, I'd like to do an activity with you where we weigh the pros and cons of whether to stop binging and purging or to continue binging and purging. Would that be okay with you?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to go up here to the blackboard and I'm going to make a list and divide it up and we can look at the pros and cons of each. That's all right? Okay. All right, so Jimena, can you tell me, I'm going to grab a different marker real quick. Can you tell me some of the pros of controlling your weight through binging and purging?
It's fast.
Okay, so fast. Okay. What else?
I don't know. Like, it's familiar to me.
Okay, so something you're used to.
Yeah.
Like we said before, it has worked in the past, and so you're used to it.
Yeah. I mean, it works. Like, it's efficient.
Efficient. That's a good word. You know what? How about I bring it down here so we can see better? How does that sound? Okay, so efficient. Okay. Do you think of any other pros to controlling your weight the way you've been?
I just feel like I'm not gonna have to go work out and be around a bunch of people.
Okay, so you can do it privately.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have to be around people.
All right. How about some cons to the way that you've been binging and purging?
I think one thing I keep thinking about is my teeth.
Okay, so what about your teeth?
I know they're gonna fall and they're gonna get like super rotten because of the throw up. So like I know they're gonna look horrible. So yeah. So I know that my teeth will look really bad.
Okay, so the appearance of your teeth.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or the lack of teeth.
Yeah, lack of. And I'm assuming that that's really important to you to have your teeth look healthy and be healthy.
Yeah, I don't like. I already feel bad enough about myself. Like I don't want to feel worse by having.
Okay, yeah, so having clean teeth, healthy teeth, teeth that are there
Mhm.
is important to you
Yeah.
and helps with your self-esteem and your outlook and how you feel about yourself.
For sure.
Okay, what are some other cons?
I realized once I stopped taking like laxatives and stuff like that, then I can't go to the bathroom. So I was like constipation.
Okay,
And it's like I have to. So even if I want to stop, I'm still gonna be constipated.
still constipated.
Yeah. Mm. Uh. Another one is having to hide from others.
Okay,
I feel like I constantly have to make an excuse so I can leave or
so maybe some embarrassment
yes.
with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, can you think of anything else?
Well, I spend a lot of money on junk food and laxatives.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, it's money that I could be spending somewhere else.
Okay, so financial concerns.
Yeah. Like in a gym membership.
So if you weren't binging and purging and spending all that money on junk food,
Mm-hmm.
you could be spending that money on other things that are more important to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what are some things that you would be spending your money on if you could?
Maybe I would go to the movies more often. I like going to the movies and I really don't have time. I mean, it's not that I don't have time, it's just, there's a lot of people and a lot of food. So that kind of throws me off. Or maybe I would like to travel more.
Okay. So finding other enjoyment activities,
Mhm.
traveling, or possibly movies without the junk food if you can.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you can think of as far as cons regarding binging and purging?
I just feel like I feel weak.
Okay.
You
So energy levels.
Yeah. Like my energy is just terrible.
Okay. So it sounds like there's a lot of health concerns with you as far as what you're doing right now.
Mhm. For sure.
Anything else that you can think of before we move on?
No.
Okay. Okay. Can you think of some pros? I'm sorry, let's actually start with cons. What are some cons of you stopping binging and purging?
Purging.
Okay.
I guess if I stop binging, I would have to have like a meal plan and be organized about it and cook, which I hate. So I have to cook.
So you have to have a meal plan, cook,
Mm-hmm.
which you don't like doing.
No, I hate.
What are some other cons?
The cons for binging and purging.
Mm-hmm. For stopping binging and purging.
Okay, for stopping. Well, I feel like if I stop, then like my whole life needs to change, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. That sounds scary.
Okay, so you'd have to uproot how you are and
Yeah, it would be like a whole, you know, a whole life change, which I know maybe some people may see it as good, but I don't really like change.
sounds like it's scary,
Mhm.
something you're not used to.
Yeah.
If you were to change and stop binging and purging,
Mm-hmm.
what are some pros? What would that look like for you?
You know, I picture myself just, I don't know why, but like having healthy skin and feeling, awake in the mornings.
Okay, so healthy skin, be more alert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And feeling alert without, having to take an energy drink or drink like 2 cups of coffee. Just, feeling energetic.
Okay. So energy without caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else do you see as a pro?
I will have nice teeth.
Ah, nice teeth.
Nice teeth and no stomach problems.
Okay, so no digestion problems?
No digestive problems, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like, I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I feel like I would like myself more.
Okay.
Just because I would be more, like, I know I will be doing good stuff for myself, so I think I would appreciate myself more.
Okay, so taking care of yourself in this way would help you have better self-esteem, better self-concept.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like another pro would be like just a long term positive change.
Okay. So the benefits are long-lasting.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you can think of for a pro?
I don't think so.
What do you think of that list?
That is a little ridiculous because the pros are way more than the pros of keeping keep binging and purging. Yeah, I feel like anybody I would see this would notice that it totally makes sense to just stop. But it's just like I can see it, and it makes me sad that I don't think that way. Like I wanted, it's just it's hard. That's definitely very shocking. That I don't that I know what's good for me, but I just keep doing the bad stuff.
So sometimes when we're presented with our pros and cons list, we can see, just like you said, that the pros and the benefits of stopping, outweigh the pros of continuing
Yeah.
to binge and purge. And when you
For
put it
sure.
down and you're able to look at it, it becomes maybe a little bit more real.
Yeah. We can definitely see
Well, thank you for doing that exercise with me.
that. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice to look and to see, what the benefits and cons of doing both. And like you said, the pros on stopping seem to outweigh the pros with continuing.
Yeah. There's a lot more.
So when you look at that, what's your overall feeling?
I feel overwhelmed, but I feel like I have more. I could just feel like there's a little bit more motivation on my side to actually, start doing something. Because I know it's gonna take a long time, and I think that's one of the things that it's hard because I'm used to that instant change, that instant gratification. But it just, it kind of really hits me that my health is just gonna go down, and I'm not really planning on, you know, die when I'm 30.
So it's worked for you in the past, but you also see all these negative effects that come from it,
Mhm.
and it doesn't quite align up with your plans of living a healthy life and not dying by the time you're 30 years old.
Yeah.
Well, Jimena, I appreciate you coming and talking with me today,
Mhm.
and discussing some of the pros and the cons of binging and purging, and I hope we can continue next session.
Yeah, for sure. I would like that.